learn the language of love. Hey, let's learn the language of love. Let's learn the language of love. Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a mission that's, well, it's a wild mix. We're talking deep philosophy, a powerful family legacy, and a mashup of two of the biggest pop culture stories you could possibly imagine.
Okay, just let that sink in for a second. The Blues Brothers on a music mission in Lord of the Rings. I know it sounds completely out there, right? But believe it or not, this wild idea is actually the key to unlocking a really profound and unique quest.
So, this brings us to a mission for love. And look, this isn't just some clever fan fiction. This is a real-world mission, and it's being led by a musician who goes by the name Pizza Burner. What he's doing is pretty amazing. He's taking this huge philosophical message and packaging it in a story that almost everyone knows and loves.
So what's the goal here? Well, it's to find the ring of the language of love. But here's the big twist, and it's a really important one. Unlike the original story, they're not trying to destroy the ring. No way. The mission is the total opposite. They want to harness the Earth's own energy to broadcast its message of love to the whole world. It's about creation, not destruction.
So you have to be wondering, where does an idea this epic even come from? I mean, a quest like this doesn't just pop up overnight. To really get what's driving this musical journey, we've got to go back in time a bit. We need to understand the father's incredible life's work, because that's where it all started. All right, Section 2, the Father's Compass. See, this whole mission is built on a really deep philosophical foundation, one that was laid down decades ago. And what's amazing is that it was all kicked off by one of the most iconic songs in history. Okay, check out this flow of inspiration. It's pretty incredible. In 1942, on the exact same day, John Lennon and a philosopher named Rolf Fink are born. Fast forward to 71, Lennon releases Imagine, and that song, it becomes the spark for Fink's entire life's work. By 1990, he's written down his core philosophy, and today, his son, Thomas Fink, our pizza burner, is taking that philosophy and bringing it right back to where it started, music. It's this beautiful, full circle story. So at the very core of all of this is a document called the Earth Manifesto. Think of it as the compass for this whole quest. It was written by Rolf Fink, who, in our story, is kind of like the master wizard figure, the original source of all the wisdom. This manifesto, it's literally the map they're following. And here are the 6 main ideas of the manifesto. It's so simple, but so powerful, right? It starts with you. Love you and myself. Then it's about your mindset. Keep learning and smiling. Step 3 is about responsibility. Clean up my own mess. 4 is about consumption. Use just what I need. Then it moves outward to contributing. Give and contribute all that I am able to. And it all leads to that final crucial step. And be meaningful. Okay, a beautiful philosophy is one thing. But how do you actually live it? That's always the hard part, isn't it? You can have these amazing ideas, but making them real in your day-to-day life is a whole different ballgame. The cool thing is, Rolf Fink didn't just give us the why. He also created a very practical how. Which brings us to the next section, the tools for the journey. These are the things he designed to take those big ideas and make them a real, tangible part of everyday life. And that key tool is called Calyx. Now, don't think of it as some gadget. It's more of a learning instrument, a way of learning that's both masterful and fun. Seriously, the whole point is to make learning a joyful, creative experience instead of a chore. In the story, this is basically the holy grail that can unleash our true learning capacity. So what's the promise of Calyx? Well, you get to experience aha squared moments. I love that. Not just a little insight, but a big one. You will gain deep insights and new friends because it's social. You celebrate every single learning success, which is huge for motivation. It's all about accelerating your growth and, ultimately, learning that language of love. Okay, so we've got the big philosophy, the Earth Manifesto, and we've got this tool for living it, Calyx. But how do they all fit together? Well, to explain it, Fink came up with a really simple and kind of brilliant metaphor, the cake model. And here's how it works. Step 1, the foundation. That's built from 4 layers that represent a whole lifetime of work. Solid, right? Then, step 2,
Sitting right on top of that foundation is the philosophy itself, the Earth Manifesto. That's the main part of the cake. But what's the final touch? Well, that's calyx. It's the cherry on top. It's that special tool that completes the whole thing and brings it all to life. Okay, part 4, the sun's musical quest. This brings us right back to the present day, to the mission that's happening as we speak. We've got the Father's legacy, we've got the manifesto, we've got the tools. Now let's see how it all gets remixed into this incredible musical adventure. So, remember those profound words from the Earth Manifesto? As a human being, I am a unique part of planet Earth and the universe. That's the core idea from his father's work. And Pizza Burner takes that deep thought and boils it down into something so simple and catchy you can't forget it. Let's learn the language of love. Let's learn the language of love. He's literally taking the philosophy and giving it a hook, giving it a beat, so it can spread everywhere. Of course, a quest like this is not a solo act. He's building his own fellowship, but with a musical twist. You've got Jake Pizza Burner Blues as the lead. You've got his brother, Elwood Jacubets Blues, right there with him. And their guide, the wizard Alarin the Grey. Their mission right now is to find the rest of their band and use music to push back against a world that's so often dominated by power and hate. And their destination is Mount Doom. And this is the whole point, they aren't going there to destroy a ring. No, they're going to take the ring of the language of love and use the immense power of the earth itself, the energy from the lava, to broadcast its message, to turn Mount Doom into a global radio tower for love. It's such a powerful flip of the original story. So, what's your cherry on top? After this whole incredible story, from a philosopher inspired by John Lennon to a wild musical quest, it all kind of boils down to a question for each and every one of us. And that's really the final thought I want to leave you with. Let's go back to that awesome cake model. If your life, your beliefs, your values, if all of that is the cake, what's your personal cherry on top? What's the practice or the passion, the thing that you do that brings your own personal manifesto to life? What's your calyx? What's the thing that makes it all a joyful living reality for you?